So thank you, Pradeep, for the introduction. It's always difficult to speak after Richard spoke. So this is Eshwar. I represent Mukunda Foods Private Limited. So this is a story about food. All the colors, the smells, the traditions, the beauty, the glory about food, the ups, the downs, all the energies about food. So relax. Let's go through a journey about Indian food. Yeah, so we Indians are spiritual in whatever we do. Food is also spiritual part for us. We say the type of food we eat is the type of work we do and the type of person we become at the end of the day. Let me give you a small example. During the Satya Yuga, people said that people who ate pure vegetarian food without onions and garlic were Brahmins. Even in some sectors of today, the thing holds true. So not speaking about Puranas a lot, let's move on. So if you see about Indian food, we have so many types of food, so many permutations and combinations of various types of spices, various types of food, various types of cooking techniques. So much food is found across the country. But where did we get so many different types, different varieties and different tastes of food in India? They are a result of various cultures, traditions, various kings, various kingdoms and various people who came to India for various reasons. Let's start with the Indus Valley civilization. Long ago, it was in India where we started civilization. It was in this country where cooking was actually introduced. Barbecuing, how to cook, how to use spices, how to grind them, how to make a food out of it was all developed during the Indus Valley civilization. Moving on, we had various kings, various people who came to India for different purposes, because of which we had different tastes and varieties of food. We had the Guptas, we had the Pallavas, we had the Delhi Sultanate led by the Mughals, we had the Dutch, we had the British, we had the French. We had so many people come to India for various purposes and each person brought a different type of food with him. Say the Mughals brought the biryani with them. During the Gupta rule, the vegetarianism flourished because it was Mr. Gupta who encouraged Jainism and Buddhism during that period. So thanks to all these cultures and traditions, we have different types of foods today. But why did so many people come to India? What did we have? The answer is simple. Spices. India was rich in spices. We had different types, different varieties of spices which were in demand across different parts of the world. Yes, I agree gold and diamonds were also in need, but India formed the hub of the spice route. Indian spices went to Egypt, went to Persia, went to whatnot, all places of the world. And because of spices, for good or bad, India came on the world map on international space. So moving ahead, today we have poha in Gujarat, we have chingri mach in Kolkata, we have dal bati churma in Rajasthan, we have idiyappams in the south. We have different types of food which we all like and which are all internationally renewed. Huffington Post said that Indian food, dosa, is a food which you should eat before you die. And a very famous Indian blog known as Hotel Club says that among the 5 tastiest foods in the whole world, Indian food ranks number 1. So this is all the bloom about Indian food. We love Indian food. We are so grateful about it and it's one of the best food and we should be all proud of it. But we are at TED today, so let us unravel some truths. Let us see why there is no famous countrywide chain to sell Indian foods. Why there is no brand of Indian foods in other countries? If you go to a country, say China, why don't I find so many Indian food if Indian food is so famous? And more importantly, we are all concerned is, why is the cost of Indian food growing in India? Let us start with this. We all know Annapurna Hotel in Coimbatore. They have close to 20 branches. That's the best South Indian food I have ever tasted in my life. Beautiful food. But if I look deeply, they're not expanded out of Coimbatore. They tried in Bangalore and in Chennai. I spoke to them, but they have huge money with them, but they could not really flourish outside Coimbatore. Tunde kebabs. Any Lucknow person here will know the famous tunde kebabs, which are lip-smackingly tasty, but they're only in Lucknow. Hyderabadi biryani. We all know how tasty Hyderabad biryani is, but Paradise, who are the pioneers behind it, could not expand out of Hyderabad. Same case by a PE-backed fund known as Vasudev Adigas, backed by New Silk Route. They are still struggling to go out of Bangalore. But if I look at food products like KFC, they're across the country. Domino's Pizza is like a dhaba near my house. Starbucks, which is a new entrant to India, and easily it is going across places. It has opened in Delhi, now we have branches in Chandigarh, they're opening into Mumbai. They're going on easily, but why isn't Indian food going like that? So let us see, you might ask that Domino's, KFC, McD are all international brands, but Indian foods, we all know Coffee Day, Cafe Coffee Day, where we all hang out. It is an Indian brand. We have Indian entrepreneurs who have opened Nirulas. My friend Mr. Pankaj has opened Geo Foods in Kolkata. Now he's easily expanding into New Delhi. Wow Momo is a chain of 20 Momo stores across the country, and just within a couple of years they're doing it so well. But why not Indian food? Now, Indian restaurants in other countries. A survey showed that in the whole of China, there are only 50 Indian restaurants. Compare that to a city like Trichy. Come on, Trichy has more than 50 here itself. And look at KFC, they have 500 outlets in so many cities in India. Same is the case with other Western brands as well. Thanks to my Punjabi friends, UK has a good number of Indian restaurants. But compared to what they have done here, what the Western food is doing in India, we are not able to do it there. And also what is of more importance to me is 20% is the year-on-year increase of cost of Indian food in India. But the Western food remains the same. And there was a recent survey which showed that 85% of the new QSRs, quick service restaurants in India, will be serving Western food, not idlis, puris, parathas, chola bhaturas. They are going to sell burgers, they are going to sell donuts, and they are going to sell other foods. So it is a risk for me. In the future, if I want to go to a city and have, say, parathas, I can't find them because only Western food is available. So it is a sort of risk for Indian food. So we can all sum it up with this slide which says native and non-native foods. If I look at the cost of a dosa in a place like Chennai or Coimbatore or even Bangalore costs somewhere around 25 to 50 rupees. But if I eat the same dosa in a place like New Delhi, I have to spend around 80 to 100 rupees. Same is the case with a food like paratha. But compare that with a food like burger. Across the country, the cost of a burger is the same. Not across the country, but globally, the cost of a burger is standardized. Same is the case with various foods. So we have seen that Indian food, there is no famous brand of Indian food across the country. Indian food is not international, Indian food has not conquered internationally. And also the cost of Indian food compared to the Western foods is growing in India. So what's the solution for this? The solution is you need to automate Indian food. Automation of Indian food is required. So let me explain you how with a small example. If you look at food products like burgers, donuts, crepes, pizzas, etc., all these foods are manufactured. But Indian foods like idlis, puris, dosas, chapatis are still prepared. Thus, taking a preparation-based framework to a manufactured-based thinking will reduce the cost of the food product and gets the food product into everybody's hand. The main reason being, when you manufacture or you automate an Indian food or a food product, you remove the skill involved while making the food product. Let us take this example. These are all these are all true data. McDonald's on an average has 40 employees and it serves close to 3,000 meals every day. And Domino's is also doing good with 30 employees and 550 meals every single day on an average. But an Indian hotel, like say Sarvana Bhavan, needs 30 employees to cater to 350 people. Take the case of QSRs. QSRs are the small shops where we just go order, pick up and move. So Western foods need just 2 to 3 employees to serve up to 300 customers. But an Indian food, like you say parathas or chola bhaturas, you need at least 8 employees to serve 200 customers. So if I take the ratios, 1 employee serves 100 people in a Western food. I'm sorry, the data is blurred. So the QSRs in Indian food need 25, a single employee can serve only 25 people. Thus we result in, if I pay 100 rupees to buy an Indian food, 50% of the food cost goes only for the skilled person. So if I devise a technique where I can remove the skill involved, or I can at least reduce the skill when making Indian food, I can reduce the cost. We do have good examples in India, couple of them. We know Jumbo Vada Pav, very famous in Bombay. They're expanded to Gujarat and Bangalore also right now. They're doing very well because they're using automation or some amount of manufacturing techniques in manufacturing, in making food. Goli Vada Pav is a rub-off from them. We have Frankie, which is very famous, and Ami's Biryani, a famous biryani shop, which is blooming nowadays. I heard they're using a lot of technology to bring automation into Indian food. So what is actually missing? We have so many companies, we have industrialists sitting with us here today, but why aren't products coming out to automate Indian food? If you look at your kitchen today, apart from a refrigerator and a microwave oven, we don't use any other equipment or machines to make Indian food. The reason being, we have good companies, excellent companies, say CFTRI, Central Food Technology Research Institute based out of Mysore, who make bulk number of who make machines which make bulk amount of food. They make 1000 dosas, they easily make 500 chapatis. But for a small, we don't have a machine which can fit coolly on my house or my office table, making food all across the day. So what is required is we need smart machines which are customizable, because I might like a different type of dosa, you might like a different type of dosa. So the machine should be able to customize the food, it should be low in cost, and the machine should be most importantly work at all times. So I and my team have been working to automate Indian food, and this is Dosa Matic. Dosa Matic is the world's first tabletop dosa making machine. It has 3 containers, one for batter, one for oil, one for masala. You fill in all those 3 and you press a button, you get a dosa. You can make plain dosa, masala dosa, onion dosa, uttapam, pesarattu, rava dosa. Any type of dosa can be made in this machine. So this is our future model which will be released in the market soon. It can make a dosa bang in 1 minute. Every dosa is standardized. And most importantly, you can easily clean it, you can easily put it back, and it will work no matter what. So we are a young team, we are working on this. We have been funded by Indian Angel Networks, and this is a start which we have done so that Indian foods become as famous as pizzas of Italy, burgers of USA, and noodles of China. So this is a very small idea I wanted to share, that we need to automate Indian food. Thank you.